The key to the best tasting lasagna is a really rich and tasty ragu and loads of cheese. I'm going to show you how to make my version today. Lasagna is such a family favourite and it's surprisingly easy to make. We're going to start by making the ragu. I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil to a frying pan and heat over a medium to high heat. Then we add a diced onion and cook for 5 minutes, stirring often until the onion starts to soften. Add 2 cloves of minced garlic and cook for a further minute. Next in goes a finely diced carrot and 3 finely diced mushrooms. If you've seen my spaghetti bolognese video, you'll know that my family don't like mushrooms, so I have to chop them up really small to get it past them. We're going to cook that for 2 to 3 minutes. Next in goes 450 grams or a pound of minced beef. Try to go with some good quality beef and don't go with the low fat stuff. You want 12 to 20% fat for the most flavour. Cook that for 5 to 6 minutes until browned all over, breaking up any large chunks as you go. Next in goes 3 tablespoons of tomato puree, a teaspoon of dried oregano and half a teaspoon of dried thyme. Now add in a tablespoon of Worcester sauce and a crumbled beef stock cube. Add 2 400 gram or 14 ounce tins of chopped tomatoes, half a tablespoon of brown sugar and half a teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Stir everything together and bring it to the boil, then turn down the heat and simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. Whilst that's bubbling away, we're going to preheat the oven to 200C or 400F and make a start on the bechamel sauce. Add 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter to a medium saucepan and melt it over a medium heat. Once the butter's melted and it's bubbling slightly, add in 4 tablespoons of plain all-purpose flour and whisk it into the butter. Keep stirring the roux with a whisk over a medium heat for about a minute just to cook the flour through. Add in a good splash of milk, turn up the heat and stir with the whisk to incorporate. Keep adding in the milk, splash at a time and stir in with the whisk until all the milk is used up. Don't worry if you've got a few lumps in there, they'll disappear as the sauce thickens. Once thickened, add in 100 grams or a packed cup of grated cheddar cheese and a pinch of salt and pepper. Stir it together and then turn off the heat. Now we're going to layer up the lasagna. We're going to place a couple of spoonfuls of the meat sauce on the base of the dish. You don't need too much, it's just enough to stop the pasta from sticking. Now cover the sauce with 4 lasagna sheets. You might need to break the lasagna sheets up a little bit just to make sure they fit with the shape of your pan, but try to make sure they don't overlap. Now top the pasta with 1/3 of your white sauce. And then 1/3 of your meat sauce. And repeat twice more, so it's pasta, white sauce, meat sauce, pasta, white sauce, meat sauce. And finish off by sprinkling on the cheese. I've got 175 grams or 1 3/4 cups of mixed mozzarella and cheddar cheese. Then place in the oven and bake for 25 to 30 minutes until the cheese is golden and the lasagna is bubbling slightly at the edges. Sprinkle with a little parsley and you're ready to serve. And that's my homemade lasagna. Easier to make than you might think. It's going to be devoured by the whole family. See you next time.